Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Cup Heroes 1 replay. Spawn on the right side as the Wehrmacht player, we have Techno. Spawn on the left side as the US player, we have Heffalumps&Woozles. I think. Woolies? I have no idea what that even means. Handful of pioneers being employed on out of the field. Do got the Wehrmacht quarters as well. We do got barracks, pretty standard. Do we see any additional engineers? Nope, just 2 engineers versus 3 pioneers.
Do you need any construction?
Fuel point being captured up. Munitions point going to be Kaide. Wehrmacht quarters being built. We do have over here engineers probably going for the cutoff point, going for this fuel point, pretty standard. And let's see, is it going to be rifleman or jeep? I'm guessing rifleman. Yes, it is rifleman. And over here, let's see, could be MG42. Ah, Schimwagen. So these pioneers taking time to build some wire. A lot of wire. Oh wait, is this gonna be one of those cases where they're gonna build wire all the way back over here? I have seen a couple players do that. Of course, it will take quite a bit of time for pioneers to build all of that, and he will be losing out this munitions income. Schimwagen now deployed on the field. Rifleman squad now advancing towards the center leftish part of the map. Munition point being captured up. Rifleman will be eyeing this point here. And right now the Wehrmacht corps is not deploying out anything just yet. Likely going to be a Volks. Yep, Volksgrenadiers on the build queue now. His opponent is currently going for another Rifleman squad. That makes a lot of sense. We'll probably see 4 Rifleman squads. Pioneers are eyeing to capture the right flank. And we've got these engineers. They will spot the Schimwagen. Or the Schimwagen will spot them. And the first shots have been fired. And does knock him out of that munitions sector as well. Denying that capture there. Very, very nice. Sorry. Damn cold still there. And almost fully reverted this munitions sector there by knocking around these engineers. Usually it's a job for our Kettenkrad to do that. But I suppose a Schimwagen could do it as well. And this time with a gun. Schimwagen has received quite a bit of damage, so as the engineers, Rifleman squad does force back the Schimwagen. Now we've got this Rifleman squad, maybe eyeing for this cutoff point. He could bypass the munitions point, go straight for the cutoff point to deny his opponent those oh so important fuel and munitions. Volksgrenadiers pushing way forward, Pioneers starting to repair up the Schimwagen. A Rifleman squad eyeing to capture this point here. Engineers do full withdrawal, maybe trying to eye to capture this munitions point. And do got some tank traps being pulled out there. Is there any more over here? Nope. Going for trying to block off this avenue approach with a landmine. And this wire has reached back over here to prevent that area from going down, barring any engineers with some wire cutters. Rifleman squad trying to pursue the Volksgrenadier, but they came in pretty spread apart, so the Volksgrenadiers could be able to force them back. Rifleman do get into light cover now. And the Volksgrenadiers have seen quite a bit of damage now. Volksgrenadiers do fall back there. You have the Schimwagen now engaging at range, trying to hit this Rifleman squad. Do have the engineers inside the church, trying to get some divine intervention, rather becoming more holy. Do now the fresh MG42 pull on the field as well. MG42 getting some damage there onto the Rifleman. Munition point has been captured on up. And a fresh minesweeper deployed out by the US player. You must be concerned about landmines. We did see the Wehrmacht player deploy out some landmines, so it's going to be very useful perhaps in the near future. Schimwagen now seeing quite a bit of damage there. Minesweeper squad does get some shots in as well. We'll need to push forward to capture that sector. And do now this Rifleman squad can suppress thanks to this MG42. He'll likely maintain suppression with the next volley, but looks like George is standing there menacingly. Rifle squad could advance forward, perhaps get inside the garrison. This garrison with the half bad has a couple windows fire out there, as well as over here. In fact, both rifle squads have now fallen back. Both of them are quite wounded. Down south, we've got this rifle squad does get inside this garrison. There is maybe 2 windows, maybe a 3rd window firing from this one here. So not exactly a great garrison to fight from. He's also quite wounded.
Germans are seizing territory.
And the MG42 is sitting on up to get some more damage onto that rifleman squad as well. Rifleman squad needs to fall back.
Supply lines.
Now you got a comp craft center being pulled on out. Minesweeper engineers get forced back. They do decapture this point here. This fuel point is also decaptured. Pioneers capture the center of the map. This point was decaptured as well. And those fuel points being focused down as well. Rifle squads are still quite wounded, so it's likely no triage center deployed on the field. It's a little bit early for a triage center. And Campcraft Center being has been built. Let's switch over to the Wehrmacht player. 2 Volksgrenadiers, handful of Pioneers, 1 upgrade of a Flamer, 1 Wehrmacht Sniper. That is a nice mixed force there. He could stand to get veterancy on both his support weapons and as infantry. And now do got the skirmish phase being researched. I don't know why. That doesn't look like a structure to me. That looks like a radio. Am I stupid to think that looks like a radio? To me, that icon, that just looks like a radio to me. Volksgrenadiers and Flamer Pioneers advancing forward. We do have the Schimwagen here. Looks like he's trying to eye some landmines, but there's a Minesweeper in the region. Minesweeper does get forced some back. And now you got the escalated skirmish phase complete. So now you can pull out the Kriegspirit to get out the half-tracks Grenadiers, as well as... What was the last one? Half-tracks Grenadiers and 8-pack 38s. How could I forget that? Minesweeper's here. We do got a fresh triage center here. He definitely needed the healing, as well as got some bars. He's raised the bar. Rifleman squad advance forward. He also needs some blood transfusions. And the Pioneer squad does fall back now. Over here, we do got some more tank traps being put up by these Pioneers. Very nice, trying to prevent this area from being flanked. No side has selected a doctrine just yet. None that we're aware of, at least. Eric's not pulling something out right there. Could that be sticky bombs? No, riflemen. Mine has been detected. He does go in and sweep the mine. Now I got the Schimwagen advancing forward, trying to get a good engagement. Does find the rifle squad. This rifle squad is quite wounded, so perhaps get some model drops there. Fresh rifleman now out on the field. Sniper, Wehrmacht Sniper does get his second kill right there. Another good burst there on the wounded rifleman. He's focused on the wounded rifleman because he knows he can drop some models there quite easily. And this Schimwagen's not being forced back. We're seeing massive amounts of fire there. Volksgrenadiers do have veterancy 1 as well. And they do get inside this garrison. Flamer Pioneers could get some good damage on this area. Needs perhaps items like cover there. But now he's seeing a bit of sporadic fire from the bars, so he likely will be overrun relatively soon. Does drop a bar there. We got MP40 Volks there. Does pick up this bar. Sniper does find a hit there on the Flamer Engineers. Flamer Pioneers may get wiped out. There's a lot of fire there. No chance of falling back in time. Over here, got the fresh US Engineer landmine there. We got this Volksgrenadiers skirmishing around. If the Volksgrenadiers push too far forward, the landmine will blow up the Engineer squad, but he does avoid it.
That's it. Construction.
Rifle squad seems some fire there from the Volksgrenadiers. And let's get inside the garrison now.
Our fuel point is being taken by the enemy.
Both these rifle squads are severely wounded. They may have 5 models up, which allows them to get 4 bars firing, but still, that is very, very wounded indeed. Volksgrenadier squad does get out of the garrison. All of the 3 of these squads need to fall back. Landmine was spotted there by the Volksgrenadiers from the US player. He maybe will get a wipe there. He's getting some great damage there. Remember, there's 4 bars in that region, even though it's only 5 models. It wipes out the Volksgrenadiers. Wait, is the Wehrmacht sniper in that garrison, in that bunker? Nope, it's just outside the bunker. Let's find this landmine there with that wounded squad. Was lucky that he didn't get wiped out. And now got the Schimwagen advancing on forward. Pioneers capture this sector. And Sniper does receive a bit of fire as well. We've got the 2, 3, 4 now deployed on the field. He does have the Sturm Armory deployed on the field, of course. Let's see what else he's deploying out from there. There's more 2, 3, 4s. Bar Recommend does spot this these forces, including 2, 3, 4. He does actually miss that landmine as well. Wehrmacht Sniper does get some damage there, and is actually a little bit wounded. No additional efficiency being deployed on out just yet. Rifle squad trying to avoid the autocannon fire now. Rifleman squad does fall back. Does receive some good. Oh, picking off 3 of those models. Very nice.
One of our sectors has been cut off.
You got a US landmine right there. Rifleman squad advanced forward, fully healed, fully reinforced. There's another US landmine there, so he does have some protection from 2, 3, 4s charging on in. Oh, he's just now going for the Kriegsberg.
Our forward supply lines are broken.
Schimwagen is facing forward. That's a landmine there. I don't know why I first thought it was demolition charge. 2, 3, 4 now finding some fire there onto the Rifleman squad. Just make your way up north. We do have a landmine crater there. And the US landmine may go off. There's actually 2 landmines here, which could get both of those 2, 3, 4s, but neither of them find them. Rifle squad sees a bit of fire there. Landmine was detonated there by the US player, freshly planted by those pioneers. Damn cold. Rifle squad does fall back there. 2, 3, 4s advancing on forward. Now we've got the MG42 making its way forward as well. Let's find that landmine finally. Over here, Rifleman squad sort of just in the region, not doing much. Got this, wait, is that a 30 cal? That is a, oh no, it's a captured MG42. We actually lost the MG42. Huh. Schimwagen's face forward does find some fire there onto this engineer. And does fall back nice and early there. Pioneers and 2, 3, 4 armored cars advancing on forward. Even finds some good damage there. MP42 does get some great suppression there on the Rifleman squads. MP40 folks in the region as well, so there's a great engagement there for the Wehrmacht player. But decides to fall back with the MP42 is starting to get overran. Both Grenadiers receive a bit more fire there. This sniper's sprinting around. He actually got flipped around the heavy fence there, forcing them to run forward in camouflage. And now it's going to sustain some extra fire in the retreat. A grenade does get thrown there. That flinch around the heavy cover there is probably what lost him the sniper, because since he was in front, he's sustaining a lot of extra fire retreating on back.
Losing a sector.
234 is firing some good shots there. One of the rifle squads need to fall back. He's going for sticky bombs. He does have that research now. Grenadiers are already throwing their grenades, so still on cooldown. One of these rifle squads are almost down as well. 234 is able to get some good damage on these rifle squads. This rifle squad needs to fall back. Does drop a bar there. He's about to lose that entire squad. About to lose both those entire squads. And the Grenadiers do actually pick up that bar and falls back. Both the rifle squads do stay alive. Rifle squad is seeing much more fire. Minefield has been detected, or land mine, I should say. And good shot there onto the armored car there from the AT gun. Finds another shot there, but looks like it rolls a miss.
We've completed field repairs.
A second AT gun has been pulled out of the field as well. No doctrine's been selected for the Wehrmacht player, at least none visible. And do have armor doctrine for the US player. He does have a good amount of manpower and fuel at the moment. No tank depot on the field yet. And it's gone down the repair side, so he could potentially get for Pershing. Now we've got the supply yard upgrade being pulled out as well. Very nice. 334 advancing up forward. And AT gun will go ahead and rotate around. Another landmine detonation, not sure where.
Territory sector being captured.
We also have a grenade warfare deployed on the field. Very nice. Grenade warfare trying to find a barrage maybe on the church. Does get some hits on the church. May splash the AT gun as well. Almost splashed the AT gun there. Sorry about that. It's damn cold. Church has been degarrisoned. No doctrine selected for the Wehrmacht player. Let's keep him selected for the time being so we can see what doctrine's going for. AT gun make it overrun. This Grenadier squad does have a bar. I got these rifle squads face forward. He's trying to cut some wire there. He needs to focus down that engineer to prevent the wire from being cut, but the wire has been cut. 234 is advancing on forward. They can get some great damage there. These guys are exposed on some negative cover. My super squad may get fully wiped out there. Needs to fall back. A long time ago. Does go down and get fully wiped there. Rifle squad's advancing forward as well. They're going to see a lot of autocannon fire there. Looks he's a little bit too stuck there, so he's going to receive sticky bombs, that's for sure. Does he split sticky bombs or he's going to focus on the same one? He does actually only get one sticky bomb off there. The other one does retreat back before getting the sticky bomb off. These pioneers are repairs pioneers from a nearby repair bunker. And Shipwagon does find some good hits there onto this rifleman squad. Grenadiers advance forward, trying to capture these points. And 234 is still skirmishing around. Rifleman squad does get forced back. Pioneers fall back as well. And now we've got this munitions point being captured. Rifleman squad moving around. That is the US landmine there. Was detected there by this Pioneer. This Pioneer's have both models there, but very, very wounded, so he needs to get some veterans to get them start healing up. Field point now being captured on up. And I got these 234s advancing on forward. MG42 makes its way forward as well. We've got the rifleman squad getting some damage onto them. The MG42 may need a full withdrawal from the region. Fresh Grenadier here. That's their first kill. Unupgraded. MG42 has lost a member there. The rifle squad is going to receive quite a bit of fire. Could receive a throw a stick grenade right at the door. Could be very, very deadly. Rifle squad's charging on forward. This one does have a bar. 234 is not firing away, and an angle that helps protect them from the M1 AT gun there. This Grenadier squad is falling back, has 3 models remaining, but severely wounded. Grenade has been thrown on top of the AT gun. Doesn't do how much damage there, but does a good hit pan-struck shot onto the gun itself. And that Grenadier fully gets wiped there, and now that's a Rifleman squad for pan-strike. That's Veteran C2 as well. That's going to be a very deadly Rifleman squad. Engineers do fall back there.
We are losing ground.
Rifleman squad does get a shot there on that 2-3-4. And now 2-3-4 may see some more shots as the Repair Pioneers is healing it up. This Grenadier is being upgraded with the pan-strike as well. This 2-3-4 is at full health. This Rifleman squad now seeing some MG42 fire. And, oh, wait, that's a Warfman half-track, isn't it? Warfman half-track does get a good hit there. No, that's a Nebelwerfer. Full Nebelwerfer has been pulled on the field. Getting 3 kills for his first barrage. Not a half-bad barrage. And now we've got Defensive Doctrine being pulled out for the Wehrmacht player. He has gone for the eventually the Flak 88 line. There was nothing to put on the field that may alert his opponent he's gone for Armor Doctrine. So he may have a good idea that he's fighting his Armor Doctrine, because by now you probably would see a M2 howitzer support on the field. And if it's airborne, you would have seen aircraft flying over. So the Wehrmacht player may get a good idea that his opponent has gone for armor. Crack infantry, so now we've got Veteran C2 infantry. Only affects the MP40 Volks and the pan-strike Grenadiers. Rifleman squads advancing forward. Receive some fire there from the 2-3-4s, which they do have level 1 Veteran C. MP42 does find a good suppression there. Both Rifleman squads do get suppressed. And does receive a sticky bomb there through the heavy cover. Gets a damage and crit there, but should be able to drive away in time. Got the repair engineers, pioneers advancing forward trying to get some repairs. And with the MP4 in the region, he won't be able to take out these 2-3-4s likely. Did he just force fire the ground right there? I don't think it's an angle there, so it must force fire the ground, getting pretty close for a splash damage hit. Now we've got Veteran C2 vehicles. It does not affect the Nebelwerfer. Nebelwerfer is affected by support infantry. Nebelwerfer firing a barrage, trying to hit this garrison. This garrison is garrisoned. Not sure by what though. It is the garrison by a captured MG42. And of course, it's a Nebelwerfer in a nutshell. It hits everywhere except where you're trying to aim at. Bunkers not being pulled on the field. I know in Company Heroes 2, what I like to do is, since I know some of those artillery pieces tend to be inaccurate, I don't actually tell to target exactly what I want to hit. I sometimes target off the center, because that's more likely to hit sometimes. You have a fresh Hell catapult on the field. Got these Rifleman squads pushing forward along the flank. Got some 2-3-4s here to help hit them as they advance forward this region. Hellcat pushing to the center. And fresh bunker is complete. Based on this position, could be a repair bunker, could be a capture recovery bunker. Or a deployment of Goliath bunker. Reference squads are now advancing forward, trying to get some hits there onto the Grenade Warfare, which does affect 4 units now. And the Grenade Warfare will go on down. Reference squads receiving quite a bit of fire right there. MG42 does find an angle there, being reinforced as well. And Goliath has him pulled on the field. Did he just lose an entire Rifleman squad? Yep, 2 down bars there. Rifleman squad does get fully suppressed and pinned there. Pioneers capture that cutoff point there, and they should be able to fall him back. This Rifleman squad will manage to escape on out of there, but there's 2 drop bars there. Anything wanted to pick those up. Grenadier could as well. Got a grenade as well. I'm not sure what that was. Nebelwerfer firing a barrage somewhere down here. Looks like right around there. Rifleman squad's trying to capture that BP. I think the Net Warfare actually splashed the Rifleman a little bit to get it suppressed. 3-4 getting some good engagement there. This Rifleman squad's advanced forward. We've got the Hellcat engaging the MP42 in melee range, and that is a casualty recovery bunker there. One of the medics is charging way forward, trying to get casualty recovered, and these 2-3-4s may receive a stick bomb from this Rifleman.
They're losing territory.
Rifleman squad does fall back there. Grenadier squad severely wounded. Does pick up at least one bar. If one bar, one hand strike.
One of our sectors has been cut off.
2-3-4 is advancing forward, trying to get some hits there onto these Riflemen. Rifleman squad is going for a sticky bomb there. Man, that's also a Patrick squad as well, so Patrick could do some serious damage. That 2-3-4 has received quite a bit of fire there, getting body blocked by his buddy. Grenadier squad trying to stop that Rifleman from existing. Does throw a grenade along with them, but the Rifleman squad does avoid that fire. Another Grenadier squad is receiving a bit of fire. MP42 sitting on up, falling back, trying to get another casualty recovered. Looks like the other medic did not get to grab the casualty. Rifleman squad getting annihilated there. Does drop a bar there. Does fall back now. And this casualty will be recovered. Looks like there's another Hellcat now on the field. This one has damage and crit, probably from a landmine. And that's Hellcat does receive a hit there from the Panther truck as well.
We are losing ground.
Mine detection team ready. We at a full complement.
Net Warfare Barrage rating on in. US player can now plow Pershing, just needs a bit more manpower. As well, tank depot as well. Net Warfare Barrage hitting this area, getting some actually decent hits there.
Under heavy fire.
And fully pins, preventing that point from being captured up. And the US player does need a bit of fuel. He has a small reserve, enough for a Sherman tank and soon to be a Crocodile.
They're going after
But he's probably going to need more even if he goes for M10 spam. Grenade Warfare raining on in this region. Getting a good hit there onto the Rifleman. AT gun now line up a shot there. MP42 setting on up. MP40 folks advancing on forward. Let's take out that bit of heavy cover there. One, the models do go down. And the Grenade Warfare finds a small splash damage hits there as well. And when AT gun does get decrewed, Rifle squad does get suppressed. He could actually perhaps take time to capture up that AT gun. I'll say capture the AT gun. Those things go focus fire and destroy the AT gun. I would say capture it, though he probably is pretty close to pop cap. Does have enough manpower for a Pershing. No, he has plenty of population room. I would say capture it. Boy out AT gun here would be very handy. Got a veterancy to Pack 38. That is affected by light vehicle veterancy. And all the AT gun has been fully destroyed, and now we've got a permanent reticle because I switched players while it was selected. Net Warfare trying to eye a barrage on this MG42. Getting some minor splash hits. Rifleman squad pushing way forward. Pershing has now been put out of the field and spotted. And does spot that landmine as well. Patrick does connect on the Hellcat. Just be very careful because the Grenadier just needs to fire one more shot. It's currently lining up a shot on the wrong one. Does fall back entirely now. Global repairs have been activated for the US player. MP42 starting to get overran by the Pershing. Hellcat's pushing way forward. I don't see any landmines in this region. MP40 folks could try to eye for a Panzerfaust. Grenade Warfare receiving a bit of fire there. Pershing's advancing forward as well. Pack 38 finds a good hit there on the Pershing. It does take up the Grenade War for now. Taking out the repair engineers. Rifle squad overrunning the Pack 38, getting some great hits there onto that Pershing. And looks like the Rifle Squad will decrease the Pack 38. 334s are advanced forward and hit this Rifle Squad. And 44s will love this engagement distance. Without that Rifle Squad's out efficiency 3. Pershing and Hellcat pushing forward. There's a panic in this squad here. A little bit too forward, finds some hits there on the Hellcat. It wasn't really obvious earlier. Now he does all the pent mounts there, so he's now knows his opponent has gone for defensive. Global repairs have been activated. Patrick does roll a miss there. Pack 30 having trouble firing.
Our base is under attack.
Pack 38 needs to have attack move order there. Pushing to see a bit of fire. Grenadiers maybe getting a little bit too close to these guys. Good hits there on the Pershing. Pack 38 does go down there. Patrick may go take out that Pershing there. Patrick line up a shot. Main gun destroyed crit there. Pack 38 needs to get out. Getting line sight blocked there by the Wehr quarters. Wehr quarters does go down there. Didn't realize how close that Wehr quarters was to death. Main gun destroyed crit there. Does get his main gun back up and going. Grenadiers could take time to recapture the Pack 38. This Pack 38 running at a bad angle there. Patrick does find a destroyed hitting crit there on the Pershing. Does find a landmine there as well, so a lot of these vehicles are severely wounded. This one likely will die. Patrick does find another hit there on the Pershing. Pershing's at efficiency 1. Needs time to reload. That one does got control. This one can't run away. Pershing's still firing away. Let's get a nice little knock around there. Patrick's still not firing. Let's use global repairs right there. Pack 38 set up in a good position to prevent the retreat. And now that Pershing does fully go out of control there. 234s, one of them has gone down there to the fresh Hellcat. Let's take a little Shimboggin as well. 234's backing on off. Got 2 casualties recovered here. And now going for a Goliath. MP-40 bolts will need to fall back sooner rather than later. Just getting hit by too many sources. This area is not wired off. And that Volkswagen may lose another model.
We are losing ground.
And does avoid these landmines as well. We do not have registered artillery now available. And now we've got this Goliath advancing forward. Does detonate there. Veteran C2 rifleman from it.
We're at 200 points.
And now this Hellcat receiving this bit of fire.
Hellcat, reading you. Hellcat here.
Hellcat full health. This one is a little bit wounded. Vet 3 rifleman squad has all of its members, but it's also severely wounded as well.
Sector being captured.
And those Grenadier squads trying to advance forward, trying to get some good damage in.
Our war machine is raring to go.
A lot of war machines now available. Let's take out that Pack 38. This rifleman squad could potentially go down depending how the damage is distributed. Let's lose a couple models there, and that is a Patrick squad, so it does manage to fall back in time. Hellcat pushes way forward, just get some hits there onto this 234. And this rifleman squad is kept at that field point now. Neb Warfare eyeing for a barrage somewhere. Could be over here.
Hellcat here.
Could be up here. It is up there, and it looks like we missed the rifleman squad entirely.
Pay attention!
And this munition point is captured on up.
Engineers getting hammered out here! Road infantry is firing on us!
Ready for action.
Patrick squad does manage to capture this MP4 too. Does get some burst there on the engineer squad, but does manage to get forced back. Over here, this MP40 squad is advancing forward. Patrick squad just making a soft retreat away. I'm not sure how many casualties have been recovered over here. Just the 2 so far. Hasn't been able to get a lot of casualties recovered. Only because he actually doesn't have a whole lot of infantry squads deployed on the field. He has 1 MP40 Volks, 2 Grenadiers. Along the side, he had 1-1. Both Grenadiers completed quite a bit of fire there. Got another casualty on the ground, as those 2-3-4 received a bit of fire. Repair bunker is still up and going. I'm not sure where that Goliath may have went. Goliath's already dead. Nebel for eyeing a barrage somewhere. Let's find out. Eye a barrage over here. Doesn't find anything at the moment. This rifleman squad may have been suppressed by it.
Covering fire! They have finished building.
Oh, Panzer Command. Looks like he asked research to the battle phase. He may be pulling something out. At this point in time, doesn't really need a Panther, though would be handy versus Hellcats. He has a lot of AT supports, so Panzer IV is a possibility. But it's likely to go for a Panther. Defensive landmines there, just trying to stop his opponent from rushing on in. Rifle squad trying to engage these Grenadiers. Vet 2 and Vet 3 Rifle squad. The Grenadiers are in Vet C2. And over here, we've got this Volks Grenadier squad getting suppressed and forced back. These Grenadiers are sort of just soft retreating away back to the HQ. Not HQ, the bunkers for reinforcements. And the mix may find another casualty right there that could get him up to 4 casualties to get a free Grenadier. Plus the medic will be gunned down right there. Oh, it's got another Nebelwerfer? Sounds like there's a second Nebelwerfer somewhere. Nebelwerfer's raining on in, trying to hit these rifling squads. Looks like he'll largely miss. Hellcats push away forward, does find 2-3-4, get some damage there. And now we have a Panther on the build queue. Pack 38 being pulled on out of the field. Gets a good hit there onto the M1AT gun or the Hellcats. Got these rifle squads trying to overrun the AT gun now. Extra to roll a miss there. Fires a hit. Another good hit there, and 1 Hellcat does go down. Needs 1 more shot on this Hellcat. This AT gun still making that shot off. He nailed his own Hendrick there with or onto his own AT gun there. And Pioneers were interrupted trying to blow out that landmine. Rifle squads could pick himself up at MG42. One's at 4 men, one's at 6 men. Does pick himself up a free Grenadier in the region. Could get some good damage with a freshly spawned out squad. This has made eye for the garrison trying to stop these riflemen from overrunning the Grenade Warper. And this casualty will be claimed by this other medic. Or not. Oh, stick grenade thrown. Gets a decent hit there on those riflemen. A 2-man squad needs to fall back. So does a 5-man squad as well. Just a little bit too low in health. His man just tried to preserve his manpower. Fresh Panther deployed out on the field. Now got these forces pushing way forward. Got 2 snipers now deployed on the field. 2 kills and 4 kills, so they both have been spotted before. Wehrmacht sniper's been dead a long time ago. I'm not sure if it was from one of those snipers or maybe it was from various other fire. Rifle squad getting some much needed healing and reinforcements.
Pioneers have seized objective. No enemy in sight.
Fresh landmine deployed on the field.
Enemy is down to 100 points.
And the Wehrmacht player does have a good VP advantage. His opponent trying to repair up the Hellcat. Rifle squad advancing on forward. The Wehrmacht player does have good reserve munitions, fuel, and a small amount of manpower. Opponent has no manpower reserves. Doesn't have access to another Pershing. Going for the 76mm Sherman upgrade. And has plenty of munitions reserved. He needs to be much more aggressive, in fact suicidal. Be suicidal with the Allied war machine. It can help push back your opponent.
Losing ground out there.
That Pioneer squad does fall back now.
Incoming! Get the hell down!
Got these Grenadiers advancing on forward. Rifleman squad's finding shots there onto the Volks Grenadiers. Making some good damage onto them. And the Volks Grenadier squad does fall back now. MP42 does get some good suppression there onto those riflemen. The Rifleman squad will need to be fall back very soon. He's not going to lose one of them, not paying attention. US snipers gain some damage there. Does lose one of those Rifleman squad. Snipers being focused down now. Does get spot on one of those snipers. Hellcat's charging us forward. Fires a volley there onto the Rifleman squad, not the sniper. And this 2-3-4 will likely go down. Got this one Panther here, seeing a bit of fire there. And his M1T gun set up a good angle. Grenadiers trying to capture that point. 2-3-4 does go down there.
Yeah, sniper reporting!
Snipers push their way up north. We've got this AT gun packing up, falling on back. Network barrage, maybe trying to hit that last known location of that AT gun.
In the compound.
Of course, the network for barrage is so wide, it will potentially hit that AT gun nonetheless.
Engineers get the bridge pounded. Engineers reporting. Got drone activity over here!
Snipers
Enemy
do
unit
take out that
down.
Pioneer, very nice. US players still counting down tickets against him.
Yeah, ready for another beating.
Grenadiers pushing way forward, got the MG42 set on up as well. The Hellcat
Run! Hellcat!
is fully repaired. No additional Hellcat to put on the field. Got the M1AT gun firing away. Now got the MG42 now retaliating against that M1AT gun. Petrax does roll a miss on the gun. Let's get a good hit there on that time. And now the M1AT gun is falling on back. That Warfare Barrage running in. Oh, that's a Warfreeman Barrage, not a Nebel Warfare Barrage, isn't it? Yep, that was a Warfreeman Barrage. And a Grenade Warfare Barrage rating on in as well.
Allies are down to 50 points.
Got a fresh Calliope up on the field, trying to break his opponent's hold on this area with artillery. There's also an MG bunker over here. No wire right here. Decrewed MG42 here.
I got a bad feeling about this, Sarge.
Got Calliope Barrage now raining on in. A good hits there onto that Grenade Warfare, forcing back. Nebel Warfare Barrage are eyeing for counter barrage somewhere in this region, but there's nothing there.
Ready here.
And the US players now casting GG. Spot back in the game relatively soon. Or the VP is just going to be counted down. And that is the end of the replay. This is Android saying thank you for watching and on to the next replay.